Okay, and welcome back, everybody. I am here today again with more Banner Saga. Did some different things. As you can kind of tell, I went back. I wasn't happy with the fact that Eckel didn't join the caravan and I didn't have any other options. Um, for whatever reason, it did that. So I added Onef to the crew. Let me show you. Yes, I know what a mistake it is having Onef in the crew. He is a cunt. But there was really no other option for having like more supplies and shit. Yeah, fuck that guy. So, I know what happens when he joins the crew. I know. I've done this before. I've made that mistake. So, I went back, and the reason I did that was so that I would have more men, have more people, I'd have more heroes, I'd have Echo, but I'm gonna lose two people in the process regardless, so spoiler alert. But even though that is the case, I have a lot of supplies. I have 19 days worth of supplies, as opposed to the meager, like, what, 4 that I had when I first got here. I've got 151 fighters, which is a hell of a lot more than 45, and I've got about 100 more clansmen than I did before, so there is that. Just take it easy for a while. People are noticing. Oh, they've noticed, have they? We're on the edge of dying daily and you want me to take it easy? Gods, I should be plowing twice as many fields, you understand. Don't get us thrown out of the caravan, Mogan. It's not just you who suffers. Right, so you get married, have kids, now I'm supposed to settle down too, yeah? What happened to... The two brothers climb up as you approach. That's right, I've got a kid to take care of. Cool your head, Mogan. Hogan departs, Mogan leaving awkward. Rook, what brings you around? Just heard yelling, came to check it out. You come running every time you hear yelling? Must be so tired. Look, it's not a secret. I like women, Rook. They like me. They like the scar. Forget it. Listen, all this death, every night half the caravan cries itself to sleep. Pathetic. Come on, Rook, be honest. This is a good living. Half the world is just tilling soil till they keel over, and what kind of life is that? We're lucky. You could go your whole life with no goals, no purpose, nothing to fight against but boredom and hunger. I'm glad for all of this. I get what you're saying. Look at it like this. We're fighting to the death almost every day, yeah? You can curl up into a little ball in fear, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, just so you know, I'd never go for a let. Promise you that. Or a leaf. All yours. Appreciate it, Mogan. You depart unsure whether your opinion of Mogan changed for the better or the worse. Probably for the worse. Grummer, care to spare a moment? Mostly no, but I'll try. I never had a moment to thank you for your hospitality. Consider done then. So who is Yingvar? Ha, I'm not surprised he never told you. I'm just surprised he can stand being around anyone at all. Your friend was one of us long ago. I mean, dredge-bashing type. He was called Yingvar then. And if you want to know why he changed his name, best to ask him. I'm too old to peddle and gossip. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. He doesn't really say that much, honestly. Leaving. Going to leave. Graf, I'm quite a few days out, said Scrummer, but nothing worse than crossing the wastes, I imagine. If there's anywhere you might be safe from the dredge, it's there. You steel yourself for another long march, and half the town of Wormtoe joins you. 62 varl, 20 supplies. Awesome. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Varl at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Make a joke? I think you just ruined her dream of marrying a Varl boy, you say, timing your smile just right. The giant grins and throws back his head in booming laughter. Other Varl join in the mirth and the caravan feels a bit uplifted. The giant explains, we live up north for its space, endless miles of snow, ice, mountains, fields, space to be alone. But that here there is no time for such things. Understanding slowly trickles through the caravan, relieving some of the tension. That's good. That's good. A flurry of snowfall seems to come out of nowhere and quickly thickens until you're unable to see the man in front of you. You shout out a complete halt, but the screaming wind drowns out the sound. A day passes before the blizzard abates and the clansmen start reappearing from the snowdrift. It quickly becomes apparent that not everybody is where you last saw them, and a quick search of the area is not enough to recover all of the missing clansmen. Plenty of volunteers step forward and you send them in each direction for a predetermined amount of time. The scouts return mostly empty-handed, and family members plead for more time. Collecting all you can for burning, you shout to everyone. We'll wait for Lost to find our beacon. Unfortunately, there's... God damn it. Fuck you. Fucking waste my goddamn time. You haven't seen Alette for much of the day. When you find her, she's returning to the camp alone from a fair distance away, looking rather sullen. She keeps her eyes to the ground as she approaches you. Ask her what's going on. I feel like things are changing so quickly, she eventually confides. It's not just that. Everything is going wrong. I've been talking to Echo a lot. This gets your attention. What has he been telling you? He told me how he and Onef are kin. Echo had a sister who married Onef, but she died a long time ago. They've been bound since, but Onef left without him. Just left him behind without a word. That's why he came after us. Eventually you find Onef back at camp and relate the story. Is that what Echo told you? Replies Onef. Then he sighs. It's true about his sister. She died of a fever when we were just married. Surprised he opened up like that. So I left him in Frostwiller, he continues. He'd be fine one day, ready to kill his own men the next. Sometimes he would... I am messing up my words. I'd make the same decision tomorrow. Confront Echo. You march directly over to Echo, who has been forced to stay far away from the rest of the caravan. He turns as you approach. Fuck. What did I tell you, Echo? Didn't I say even one wrong look? Who's giving wrong looks? Your girl came to me. Nice of her, I thought, seeing as how she's the only one who gives a damn about the people around here. What the depths is that supposed to mean? Look at you, running around saving everyone's hide, making decisions. Good for you. What kind of life is this? Miserable. Are you making it worth living? I see you let helping a woman, cooking food, taking care of the old, playing with children, talking to the outcasts. Did you know that she sews up the wounded every time you get them bloodied in a fight? Remember when I said you were the leader? Yeah, they join you, but they follow you because of a let. I know, my daughter. Oh, I get it. You think I'm calling you a poor father? No. All I'm saying is, don't ask her to change who she is. These people need one of her, not two of you. Yeah. Fish! The Godstone of Murok looms into the view. Upon it, carved a great ocean beast, jagged stones just out of the snow like shark fins. It's hard to imagine the Nord-filling waste being filled with water at one time, but the Godstone stands as a reminder of that vast lake it used to look across. A blessing, shouts one of the men in your caravan, holding up what seems to be a silver coin. It's a fish scale, he says, pointing out a rainbow pattern, and shows it in the sunlight. Soon the curious child has found another hiding in the snow, and then the third is discovered. Perhaps they'll bring us luck, you over here. Let the caravan have their time. By the end of the second day, the scavengers' hunt still continues unabated. And even you are starting to feel something in the back of your mind, like you need to have one of those skills. You shake it off, uncertain whether... let it continue. It's another day before the fervor calms down, and you think there must be something unnatural about it, because when the last scale is found, obsession suddenly abated. On the next morning, one of the men presents a gleaming coat of mail to you. We made this from the scales, he said, grinning. You graciously accept the gift, and the caravan gets back to travel. God scale. Sweet. Odaleaf calls you over, grinning. A row of women holding bows of different age and experience line up before the row of trees in the distance. They fire, doing an impressive job at hitting the trunks. I think they're ready to fill some dredge with feathers. One woman still hasn't shot her arrow. She stands perfectly still. The others watch. Just as the wind shifts, she lets go, and the arrow flies into one of the trees. Not into one of the trees, but a snow rabbit that had scurried out from underneath. Dinner, she says, smiling. A group of men from the caravan approach. Listen here, says one. Practice all you want. My wife isn't fighting dredge, the other men agree in chorus. We don't want to see the battlefield full of dead wives. Encourage her to make even more. To be honest, says Odaleaf, this is already harder than expected. I don't know how many more would really take to it, but the more people who can hold their own, the better. The men continue to complain. The women return to the camp, not just as clansmen, but as fighters. Sweet. The caravan consists of more clansmen than you ever expected. Accusations? Try and keep them busy. Firewood collection, scouting, gathering of edibles, weapons training, blah blah blah. We've already seen the outcome of this one. hear a whistle of wind and spot a long line of Varl far up ahead, heading towards you. Behind them, a swarm of dredge, and a trail of bodies leading off into the distance. Get down there, barks Krimmer. Don't let them spread out, shouts one of the Varl as you approach the battleground. Soon, you almost regret finding yourself fighting alongside them, facing off against a daunting number of dredge. The dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. You take a quick head count. There must be 159 of them. You have 176 fighters and 62 Varl at your side. Formations. You start comparing weaknesses and strengths, taking into account the terrain, morale, and the look of your enemy. If you're careful, you should be able to keep your forces balanced. Give the order. Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck, man? Well, fuck you. You fucking bitch. Sucks to be you, don't it, bitch? Damn it. Sweet. Isn't this a damn curiosity? This is the second time I've been sent to find Varl, who is heading in the direction with humans in tow. What are the dredge doing up here? Gods, does nobody know what's going on around here? They've leveled Grofheim to the ground. We've been losing ground for days. Drunder's in Einhart now. Einerntoft now. They sent me to gather Krummer and the rest from Wormtoe when we ran across a bunch of slag, and there's a lot more where they came from. Is this the Varl you've got, Krummer? What have you been doing, eating each other? Many went to Blotzbalker. Are you telling me Grofheim is completely gone? And Wagner is dead, slag on her heels, the Varl you sent off north are probably dead. The world's ending. Come on, this is old news. We're gathering in Einerntoft. That's where we need to go right now. Wait. Fasolt takes a long moment to look out over the caravan of men, women, and children behind you. Not them. We just saved your ass. Little one, you have no idea how many slag I've butchered in the last few weeks. I don't get into fights I can't win. That includes men who invite themselves into Einerntoft. Damn it, Fasolt, who cares about that? What in the depths happened to Grofheim? Before Fasolt can reply, a low rumble grabs your attention, growing louder by the moment. Even though it's beyond sight, all eyes turn to Grofheim's direction as the rumbling becomes deafening, transforming quickly into crackling and splintering. It's coming closer. Go! Shouts Fasolt, taking off towards Einerntoft. Don't stop until you reach Heidelberger. God damn. After 3 terrifying days of tremors, you reach the godstone of Heidelberg, which is teeming with Varl who want to know what is happening. Others busily mend makeshift defenses set up around the godstone of Heidelberg, crater of the Varl. Hold up, pants Fasolt between long gasps of air. We're going to have to talk. You're still standing. Well, most of you. Rest up and move on. The mountain just sank into the earth and something is out there. You're just going to send us away? I don't know who you are, but you're not going to Einerntoft. There are a couple hundred Varl here who will back that up. Where are we supposed to go? Back the way we came? We're stuck between 2 mountain ranges. In one direction, a few thousand Varl, in the other, an army of dredge and whatever caused that quake. Einerntoft is a Varl city. This shouldn't be news to a Varl. Give it a rest, Fasolt. Don't you recognize who you're talking to? Surprise suddenly flashes across Fasolt's face. The other Varl is starting to come closer now. You hear Yngvar being whispered between them. I think this might be the one person you want to let into Einerntoft. The humans come with me. All of them. Fasolt glances between Ivor and Krummer before stalking away, pushing past a mob of curious onlookers. Ivor, who are you? Some other time, Rook. Now seems the perfect fucking time. You spend the rest of your day recovering. Varl come and go in packs, and most of the chatter is about the quake that sank mountains into the earth, or the dredge that are still on their way. You hear rumors of a massive chasm opening up inspect the Godstone. Blah blah blah. Crummer is already here. It is good to pay respects, he says, and you both stand there in silence, giving this to Yingvar, he says. Give this to Yingvar, he says, turning to leave. It was once his, and the stubborn ass refuses to take it back. Crummer hands you a massive studded belt. Suddenly, there's a lot of activity. Word comes from below that to retreat to the next village over, and you soon see why. Black Shadows is sweeping down the valley in the direction of Grothheim, where the quake, or whatever caused it, has obliterated the mountainside. On closer inspection, it's a veritable ocean of dredge, more than you'd imagine possible. In their midst is a towering giant of a dredge, blood red from head to toe. You gather your things in short order to join the many Varl leaving the Godstone behind. Farthingsbjord! Bow! Oh! Sorry, I know I'm ruining the moment. Oh, look, a village. Okay. Stop! A resolute voice calls from somewhere in front of you. The surrounding terrain comes alive as armed fighters surround the caravan. No need for bloodshed, the leader says. Leave a couple of wagons and pretend you never even stopped here. How about you leave what you've got instead? The counteroffer takes the leader by surprise for a moment. We don't have the time for this nonsense, hisses Odleaf, loosing an arrow before anyone can react, and the brigand leader falls over in a spray of blood. Something sinister in the way Crummer laughs about this turn of events convinces the rest of the brigands to give up on their errand and beat a hasty retreat. I like your girl, Rook, he says, to which Odleaf gives him a dirty look. That was funny. Oh, there goes my neck. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. I tells you we can't stay here long. It will take 3 straight days across the Bura Pass, so stock up. There's no stopping once we leave. He takes off to speak to other Varl about setting up defenses. Dad, says Led, appearing by your side. I like the old diver. Somewhere in the back of your mind you feel the same way. You focus on preparations instead, realizing that you may be one of the first humans to set foot inside of Einertoft. Einertoft. Scheisse. I don't have much renown. But I will take what I can get. And we shall leave. Can't level anyone up at the moment. But did get some supplies, so we should be good. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last time I played this. Oh god, you should have seen it. Oh, it was bad. I had 0 supplies most of the time.
Approach a city that only Varl have seen and cross a bridge that only Varl could build. Let us hope that we are the only unwelcome visitors to pass.
We just might be. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Thought this was supposed to take 3 days. these warriors. Another great war is upon us. It is the third time I have seen such things. There are far fewer of us now than there once was. Cromer heads up the stairs of the Great Hall and returns shortly afterwards, speaking to some other Varl. What did they tell you? By all accounts, the Dredge are coming here. Looks like they plan to end the Varl for good this time. This place will become a killing field soon. They say the Prince of Men is here. They've got a Mender too. Prince Luden is here from Aberang? In any case, we'll be given no audience today. You remember the last time you were here, Yngvar? It's Ivor. Yeah, I remember. What now? We find somewhere to rest. I'd recommend keeping your people out of trouble while you're here, Rook. In fact, keep them invisible. Drunder won't be happy you're here. You're shown to your quarters, but could wander the city while you wait for an audience. You feel you could sleep for a week straight. Okay. I have no renown. Fuck. I guess we'll rest. That's about all I can do. As you settle in, you receive word to come to the Great Hall the next morning. Ivor suggests not speaking unless addressed, and even then, keep it short. In your dreams that night, you see the Varl King fighting with Dredge Lords. An ominous feeling lingers as you prepare to enter the Great Hall. Okay! Okay, let's go. Fuck, go! God damn it. Fucking too drunk for this shit. That's a pretty image. Enough, Avon. The bridge stands. Find some other way. Greetings from Wormtoe, Gerunder. I've brought an ally. Who are these people? We don't have time for games. Shut up, Luden. Wait, I know you. Oh, there goes my foot. Yngvar among us again? Is this what the end of the world looks like? Gerunder steps down from the throne to get a closer look. In the light, you spy deep wounds from the Varl King. It was my last option. You look like death, Gerunder. The Sunder came through Grofheim, all of them, or we would still be there. A few thousand Varl remain. Bellower has been following us since Grofheim. That is what he does. What will you do? Remain. There is no better place for us than here. We make our final stand at Einartoft. But even if Einartoft falls, the Varl won't be wiped out. Hakon is taking our best warriors to Aberang, as we were discussing. I'm not going, Gerunder. We're needed here. This is not a debate. A messenger bursts through the door, cutting the tension. He says Stone Singer has been cutting a path across the bridge. Gods, can we not have a moment's respite? They should not be here already. A Stone Singer is with them. Let me bring down the bridge. As I said, it will buy us... I said the bridge stands, Mender. I say it again to you, and the Prince of Men, and the whole Mender Council. Were they here? Ugh. I will not say it again, Hakon. You go to Aberang. Avond, do not touch that bridge. Am I understood? You are. Then I'll confront the singer myself. Nobody tries to stop Avon, but many follow as he leaves the Great Hall. Mender walks past great companies of Varl on the way to the bridge. A tall, thin creature stands there, two black spears over its shoulder. Ringed by Dredge, the Varl have backed away in fear. Avon stops before a silt-legged figure. Suddenly, Ivor is beside you. We should help him. You expect Ivor to refuse, but instead he locks his eyes with you. Listen to me, Rook. You will probably die here, and so will everyone else who steps on that bridge. Look at your daughter. Are you prepared for that? You're not doing this alone. I won't stop you, says Ivor. If I like it's your last. You're not sure what to expect, but draw your axe and soon you'll find yourself standing behind Avon on that bridge, wondering if you made the right decision. Ready for battle. Oh, fuck. Bah! Fuck are you guys making all that noise for? Ready! I got this bitch. Bam! Whoop. Right in the belly button. Tap. Fuck you. Boop! I booped you. Excuse me? That was horse shit. You fucking know it. Hey, fuck you, buddy. Hey! Fuck. Gotcha, little bitch. Fuck. Quit sneezing. Got him. Boop. Well, fuck you. I'm gonna get you, bitch. Bam! You heard me. I'm gonna fuck you up. Hell yeah. The stone singer falls hard. A howl like a hurricane sweeps across the bridge. The dredge part like a black sea from the depths. Steps crimson behemoth. And a wave of sheer terror hits you like you've never felt before. Bellower. Get the mender out of here, Ivor hisses, and run. Your legs move almost with the will of their own, though you can't pull yourself away from watching what happens next. Fuck. God damn it, Ivor, you're fucking retarded. What the fuck is this idiot doing on the bridge? Standing on the edge like a fucking... Gods, what was I thinking? You're thinking I'm gonna fucking die. What the fuck? Boop! Suck a pee-pee. Suck a pee-pee! And fuck you. Boop! I'm just gonna keep knocking you back. Boop. I got you. There goes Ivor's arm. Ivor writhes in agony, his arm torn clean off by the Bellower's onslaught. The Sunder raises his weapon for a killing blow. Sunder, face me! Screams an uncertain Avon, stepping back onto the bridge, raising his staff. Even from here you can see his arm is trembling. You feel practically frozen in place. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Avon recoils in terror as from the massive serpent that has appeared in the distance, and even the Bellower backs away. It leans in close to inspect the two armies, flicks its great tongue, and then indifferently lurches over the mountainside and out of sight. The dredge are a knot of confusion. Some cower, others crouch in what looks like worship. Hakon shouts orders above the din. Varl rush forward, bowling over the surprised dredge, gaining ground. Bellower has receded back into the horde. Gerunder watches from atop the stairs. Hurry, says Avon, suddenly pulling out your arm, snapping you out of the moment. You rush to Ivor, laying to the ground amidst the fighting, still breathing despite the missing arm, and drag him back into the city. Holy fuck! Okay, everybody. That is going to do it for today. Oh, boy. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and join for the next one. I'll see ya.